Killed by coronavirus than in the 9/11 terror attacks. Here in the Bay Area, coronavirus cases now topping 2,200. Now, Santa Clara County is seeing a big jump yesterday, bringing the total number there to 848. 55 people have died so far in the Bay Area. And because our cases keep going up, it's expected that the leaders will today extend the stay-at-home order. NBC Bay Area Sharon Katsuda is watching the Bay Area officials as they hold meetings right now. She's joining us live. So, Sharon, any action so far?
Well, Marcus, Mayor London Breed made the announcement yesterday that the shelter in place will be extended through May 1st. Now, several county boards of supervisors are taking on the issue this morning. They're doing virtual meetings, and I've been watching this meeting with the Contra Costa County Board of Supervisors, and public comments sent in earlier are now going into the second hour of the meeting. So many pleas for help, residents describing how they've lost their jobs and worried about how they're going to pay for rent and food, worried about evictions, and some suggesting criminals with minor offenses should be released to relieve overcrowding in the jails. Those were just some of the comments. Now, that's why, though, acknowledging how difficult it is for all, Mayor Breed says the shelter in place must be extended until May 1st to help flatten the curve. Health experts say this will allow time to see if social distancing is working throughout the Bay Area and country. So different county health officers will be expected to be announcing later today, starting around noon today, that they will be extending the shelter in place for all counties, and that will be extended probably through May 3rd. Reporting live in San Francisco, I'm Sharon Katsuda, NBC Bay Area News.
All right, we'll be tracking that, Sharon, and we're also keeping track of the California cases. Right now, Johns Hopkins University reporting that there are more than 7,400 cases here in the Golden State. More than 140 people have died. Some workers at Whole Foods supermarket planning to call out sick today to force better protections from the COVID-19 virus. NBC Bay Area's Bob Riddell is live for us in East Bay. This is where he's sheltering at home. And Bob, how many employees are we talking about here?
Well, Marcus, it's hard to tell right now. I'm still waiting for a statement from Whole Foods corporate, but this was the scene earlier at their location in Dublin. As you can see, it was business as usual. I did briefly speak with their supervisor in Dublin by phone, who told me that none of their employees were participating in today's sick out. Same with the San Ramon location. A couple other stores referred me again to corporate, who again is supposed to be sending me a statement. A group called Whole Workers. They are a national group of Whole Foods workers organizing this sick out. You can see their Twitter account right there on a TV screen. They are calling for this day of protest after reports that Whole Food workers in New York City, Chicago, California, and other locations have tested positive for COVID-19. Now, it should be noted, no Bay Area employee has tested positive as far as we know. These employees want their company, which is owned by Amazon, to offer paid leave for workers who self-quarantine at home, healthcare coverage for part-time employees, and guaranteed hazard pay, which would be equal to double time. They also want more social distancing between workers and customers. The Whole Foods market near the SAP Center in San Jose is already practicing that by only allowing 55 customers inside at a time.
They're taking a big risk. We get to work from home. They can't do that, and they are, interacting with so many people. So they definitely should have better coverages and better pay.
In a statement yesterday, a Whole Foods spokesperson wrote that the company is prioritizing their team members' well-being. Extensive measures are being taken to keep people safe. That includes deep cleaning of the stores, and as I mentioned, limiting the number of customers inside. Employees did receive a $2 per hour raise and increased overtime pay, and they can take up to 2 weeks off, paid time off, if they test positive or need to be quarantined. Reporting live here in Livermore, Bob Riddell, NBC Bay Area News.
All right, Bob, thank you. Early evidence indicates California's shelter at home is helping flatten the curve, but a few remaining states are still business as usual. Scott McGrew live for us this midday. And Scott, there's a push to make shelter at home nationwide.
Yeah, there's a delicate balance, good morning, Marcus, between what states want and what works in different states, right? I mean, Texas and Montana may have a different feeling about this and a different need, frankly, for space than we do. While we're holed up in our houses, you remember those kids were out in Florida. So every state seems to be a little different. Here's where things stand now. Virginia and Maryland joined California and others with full restrictions yesterday. Yellow states are only partial. For instance, Utah, only Salt Lake County is under orders. The rest of the state is business as usual. Same for Texas. Big cities have different rules than the rural areas. Now, President Trump at yesterday's press conference said he thought a national order would probably be unlikely, but that stricter guidelines may be coming, and the current guidelines, of course, will be extended.
They'll be staying, and we may add a few more, but the guidelines will be very much as they are, maybe even toughened up a little bit. But they're having a big impact. They're having a tremendous impact, and we're starting to see it. And that's the key. We're starting to see the impact that they're having.
President Trump even sending out what we could really interpret as sort of a complimentary tweet for Nancy Pelosi today. As we were discussing on the morning show on Today in the Bay, Marcus, Nancy Pelosi is pushing for yet another stimulus bill, and she is getting some support from across the aisle.
All right, we'll be watching for that one, Scott. Thank you. Well, new at 11 for you, many are concerned that the coronavirus stimulus bill is not going to help them. Here in the Bay Area, many people earn too much money to receive a check. I actually spoke with Representative Rokana earlier this morning about what he's pushing for.
Well, it's not going to be enough, and that's why Tim Ryan in my proposal would actually give checks for up to 6 months, and it wouldn't cut people off at $150,000 of household income. It would go up to $260,000 of household income. We've also called for a moratorium on rent payments and commercial rent payments, so we need far more relief. The other thing with the stimulus is that we need to make sure that the SBA loans get to startups. And Speaker Pelosi and I just this morning sent a letter to the Small Business Administrator making it clear that startups that get venture capital funding should qualify for small business loans.
And the representative is saying that he's looking at possibly another stimulus and says that he knows that the rent and grocery bills come every month, even if people are stuck at home. New at 11 for you, CNN anchor Chris Cuomo says that he has coronavirus. He says that he is feeling well and will continue to anchor his show Cuomo Primetime from his home. In an online post, Cuomo writes, quote, "I just hope I didn't give it to the kids and Christina. That would make me feel worse than this illness." Now, the Bravo TV personality Andy Cohen actually returning to work yesterday after coming down with the virus. And if you watched the Today Show this morning, you already know she's back. Savannah Guthrie made her return to Studio 1A. Guthrie had been away from the studio anchor desk for about 2 weeks because she was experiencing mild symptoms amid the pandemic. Now, she self-quarantined herself at home and was anchoring the news from her basement. Well, tonight, NBC News will have an hour of primetime coverage on the coronavirus pandemic hosted by Savannah Guthrie and Hoda Kotb. You can actually watch that right here on NBC Bay Area. That's at 10 o'clock tonight. All right, check this out. Meteorologist Carrie Hall set up her own studio at home. That's self-distancing. And now she can give a better look at that forecast for us. Carrie, that's a nice, pretty setup that you have out there. I'm really impressed, actually.
But I couldn't do this without all of the folks back at the station helping to make this work. So I do appreciate all of our production folks, everyone there at the station making this happen. So I am at home. I have my own green screen, and I'm able to put the graphics full screen behind me. Let's get a look at our forecast for today. Taking a live look outside in San Jose, and our temperatures in Willow Glen will be in the lower 60s over the next couple of hours, but we'll warm up into the upper 60s for this afternoon, and it's going to be a beautiful day for getting some fresh air, whether it's just opening up the windows or going for a little walk around the neighborhood. We are going to see our high temperatures up to about 66 degrees in downtown San Jose and 70 degrees in Antioch. We're going to see some lower 60s in the North Bay. I'm also tracking a slight chance of some rain farther to the north, but it looks like most of us, many of our microclimates, will stay dry going into this afternoon. I'll be tracking that, and we'll talk about rain chances ahead in the weekend forecast. That's coming up in a few minutes.
All right, looking forward to it, Carrie. Well, coming up, we're going to take you inside the Navy ship that just showed up off the coast of California to help, how it's going to help during this crisis. And why don't you give your kitchen a break? A major push for takeout tonight. Plus, we are actually going to break down so much more for you and why you can actually check out our Instagram. We're doing a lot there. Synced in. Here's a preview for you and what Abby Fernandez is working on right now.
As California scrambles to obtain ventilators, Silicon Valley company Bloom Energy in Sunnyvale has put aside making fuel cells and switched over to refurbishing a stockpile of ventilators to fill the urgent need during this pandemic.
A week ago, none of us knew anything about ventilators. At the end of the day, here's what we knew. Manufacturing is in our DNA.
The company received more than 500 ventilators over the weekend and has already repaired and shipped out 170.
We now have a look inside one of the hospitals on water. This is inside the U.S. Navy ship Mercy that docked in Los Angeles. The naval ship has started to accept patients that do not have COVID-19. It's to help free up the space in hospitals for coronavirus patients. The USNS Mercy has 1,000 beds, 11 operating suites, and 80 intensive care beds. And the pandemic is having a severe impact on gas prices across the U.S. The average price for a regular gallon of gas in the country is less than $2, with more people staying home and off the roads. AAA says that it's been 4 years since prices were this cheap. But if you live in the Bay Area, you and I both know that you are not paying anywhere near that amount. The average cost for a gallon is about $3.02 in Santa Clara County. In San Francisco, it's about $3.30. And in Contra Costa County, you can expect to pay around $3.11 a gallon. Well, today is your chance to be a hero without leaving your home and to help local restaurants stay afloat. NBC Bay Area's Chris Sanchez. She's live for us in her home to tell us about the Great American Takeout Day. And Chris, it really sounds like a great reason for people to spend the night at home, of course, and then leave the kitchen alone and order in.
Yeah, a lot of us have been spending a lot of time in the kitchen with the kids home all day, wanting snacks, and we're getting fancy with the meals because we have a little bit more time. But this is a good opportunity to step out of the kitchen and maybe help out one of the restaurants in your community. The numbers are dire. The estimate is that 30,000 restaurants might not survive the coronavirus pandemic. 1 week ago was the first Great American Takeout Day. Restaurants offering some special deals on meals and cocktails to go in an effort to make enough money to try to keep their employees on the job. If you want to help out, but you're worried about takeout safety, the FDA says that they have no evidence of someone getting coronavirus from food or food packaging. However, you can catch it from other people, as we all know, so you can use curbside pickup or request a no-contact delivery just to be on the safe side. When you get your food, throw away all of the packaging that it comes in, and use your own dishes and reheat that food even if it's already warm. The owner of the Greek restaurant Taverna in Palo Alto is putting a spin on takeout using GoFundMe donations to make free meals for first responders and essential workers in East Palo Alto and the Ravenswood Education Foundation, but they're also using the funds that they're getting through that GoFundMe account to pay 4 full-time workers to work at Peninsula Boys and Girls Club, which has food but not enough staff to serve the kids. So getting very creative and how they're using those donations to maximize keeping their employees on the job and also helping to serve the need. You might have heard some giggling in the background. It's because I have a live studio audience. And I think I'm headed back into the kitchen, Marcus, because I bet somebody's going to ask for a snack. Hopefully you get a break from your kitchen duties tonight.
You know, I was supposed to cook tonight, Chris, but I think I'm just going to have to phone it in tonight. See, and I'm doing a good thing, a good deed.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
All right,
Take
thanks,
care,
Chris.
Marcus.
All right, go make those lunches. Now I know the kids are wanting something to eat now. All right, well, ongoing shelter-in-place orders, they're really having a major impact on restaurants and wineries across the Bay Area. And this morning on Today in the Bay, I actually spoke with the marketing director of Kendall Jackson Winery in Santa Rosa, and she says with the closure of its wine tasting room, it actually plans to host a virtual wine tour with its wine master.
And you'll see things like pairing our Kendall Jackson Pinot Noir with s'mores at home. So Randy will sit by his fireplace. Yeah, he'll sit by his fireplace actually and talk about what it is to pair Pinot Noir with a chocolate s'mores, or he'll talk about our new rosé. Another one will be about big Cabernets that he wants to cover. It's really doing our best. We think in person is always best to experience wine and experience our winery, but I think if we come out of this looking at everything glass half full.
All right, well, if you're interested in that, the virtual wine tours begin at 4 p.m. Sunday afternoons. Those are other local wineries. They're also giving those virtual tours, and several other ones, including the virtual tours that will be online. That includes the Cooper Gerard Estate Wineries in Saratoga, Wintee Vineyards in Livermore, and Schweiger Vineyards in St. Helena. You can actually find more information on our website. That's NBCBayArea.com. We'll get another look at that forecast for us. And Carrie, I guess if you just open the blinds and then have that virtual tour, it's kind of like you're outside, right?
Almost there, Marcus. I was looking for some museum tours for the kids, and then maybe I'll do that virtual wine tour later on this evening as we take out our food. Now, these things that we're doing, that's all new to us. Let's get a look around the Bay Area as we check out all of our microclimates. Looking at Tiburon right now, we are enjoying a beautiful day. It does make it hard to stay inside, but we are trying to make some progress here and flatten that curve. So just keep that in mind. Even though we have some nice weather, we do also have some nicer days ahead if we can all stay healthy. As we take a live look outside in Sanoa, we are seeing beautiful green grass here, all thanks to the recent rain that we've had over the past couple of weeks. Now, we're still not caught up in terms of our rainfall deficit, but we're making a little bit of progress here, and it's also nice to see that we do have some more rain headed our way going into the next couple of weeks. Now, we are looking at some mild weather across the Bay Area, but let's check out what the rest of the country is seeing right now. As we look at our high temperatures, we will see them reaching into the mid-60s for much of the Midwest. For parts of the South, we're going to see highs in the upper 70s in spots like New Orleans. And then Miami, once again, the hot spot as it reaches up to 92 degrees, while New York City will have highs in the upper 40s today, so a lot cooler there, and also some cool weather for parts of the Northeast. As we look at what's happening here, we've seen some spotty showers moving through, and there will still be a chance of rain farther to the north of the Bay Area. As for us, we're going to see that rain moving off to the east, missing us, and we're going to also see a mix of sun and clouds for today. As we look at the forecast, we know that it's dry today, as well as tomorrow, as well as Friday. Now, we have a few days of some nice weather, but then this weekend, a new storm system comes in, brings in some rain starting on Saturday. It continues into Sunday, and those scattered showers will be quite heavy at times. We're looking at some decent amounts of rainfall, hopefully more than we had this last weekend. That storm was kind of a disappointment. But it looks like with this run of the computer models, we're showing up to an inch of rain farther to the north. We'll also see all the way up to 1.4 in Ukiah, so that's pretty good. And then looking at 3/4 of an inch of rain in parts of the East Bay. For the South Bay, lighter amounts of rain, possibly up to about 4/10 of an inch of rain for San Jose. And Sierra snow's looking pretty promising too. Just think about this. We're heading into April, and we're still talking about a couple of feet of snow, possibly up to 34 inches of snow in Kingvale. Great news once again for our Sierra snowpack and our summertime water storage in the Sierra snowpack. Looking at our temperatures, we are going to stay the same about the next few days, with highs into the upper 60s and low 70s. Going into the weekend, that new storm system comes in. It will drop our temperatures, and we're looking at highs in the upper 50s and low 60s. And for San Francisco, expect highs that will reach into the mid 50s after a week of some mild weather. We're also going to see some sunshine for the next few days. So once again, our nice weather will continue. And Marcus, we are going to enjoy the sunshine, opening up the windows with our takeout today, and then we'll be sheltering in with some movies and rain this weekend. Now back to you.
All right. That sounds like a plan for me, Carrie. Thanks so much. Well, coming up for you, we know it's really hard for a lot of us right now. So what if you can't pay your credit card or even car payment? Consumer investigator Chris Kimura and our NBC Bay Area response team gets you some help. Coming up next. But first, happening now, the Trump administration rolls back vehicle mileage standards intended to improve air quality. The Obama-era standards mandated 5% annual increase in fuel economy from automakers. Now, the head of the EPA says that rolling back the standard strikes the, quote, right now regulatory balance that protects our environment and sets reasonable targets for the auto industry, end quote. Opponents say that move will change and will actually increase our air pollution, accelerating climate change. That move is expected to be challenged in the courts. We'll have more news for you right after the break. The country's biggest banks are allowing struggling families to suspend their mortgage payments during the pandemic. That's a big relief. But what about car loans, credit card payments? Well, we asked consumer investigator Chris Kimura to see if there's any help out there.
Good morning. Yes, there is help. Now, the break you'll get varies by bank, but we are seeing some form of help pretty much across the board. Let's start with car loans because a lot of us pay monthly and we owe a ton. Ally, one of the country's largest lenders, says it's currently letting drivers defer car payments up to 120 days. If you just signed an Ally loan for a new car, they can delay your first payment 90 days. Please take note, Ally says you've got to call in to activate these offers. And that's true of every bank we contacted.
If you're having an income crunch, get out in front of it, contact the lender, let them know your situation.
What about credit cards? The Fed says we owe another $1 trillion on our plastic, but it's possible you'll be able to defer monthly payments and interest during the pandemic. Several banks and credit unions are offering assistance, like fee waivers, no interest, and payment pauses. Again, though, it's not automatic. You must call in. If you prefer to speak with someone in person, you can. Banks are considered essential services right now, and many remain open. But check their hours. Some have scaled back operations, and their branch hours might be shorter than normal. We're taking virus questions. Send yours on NBCBayArea.com. Click the main menu, then respond, or call us 888-996-TIPS.
Thanks, Chris. A Peninsula restaurant is asking for help while giving help at the same time. Taverna Restaurant in Palo Alto is hoping to celebrate its second anniversary in April, but with the doors closed, the owner had to get creative. He actually put up a GoFundMe page with a twist. The Greek restaurant is using donations to make meals for first responders. The East Palo Alto Senior Center, Ravenwood Education Foundation, and the East Palo Alto's Essential City Workers. Well, coming up for you, we talk with Bay Area Representative Eric Swalwell this morning. What he says is the main thing we need to focus on as a country. And the car makers are making something different, much needed ventilators, the number of life-saving devices that are popping out in the coming months. Thanks for joining us for an extended version of NBC Bay Area News at midday. I'm Marcus Washington. Want to get right to that top story for you this morning. Happening today, Bay Area health leaders are expected to officially extend the stay-at-home order to at least May 1st. Meantime, there are now more than 826,000 cases worldwide, with more than 40,000 deaths. Here in the U.S., There are more than 3,000 people who have now died from coronavirus. President Trump said that these next 30 days will be crucial in the effort to flatten the curve of coronavirus cases. Governors in many states have now ordered non-essential businesses to close. That message is stay home and save lives. NBC's Tom Costello has more.
Overnight, the U.S. reached a grim milestone. More than 3,000 now dead because of coronavirus. President Trump now focusing on the lives that could be saved.
We could save more than 1 million American lives. The more we dedicate ourselves today, the more quickly we will emerge on the other side of the crisis.
But with no plans for a national quarantine, the response from state to state has varied. On Monday, a coordinated message from the capital region, with the mayor of D.C. and the governors from Maryland and Virginia, each announcing their own stay-at-home orders. Meanwhile, a number of private companies are stepping up to help with medical supply shortages, including Ford, which plans to produce 50,000 ventilators in the next 100 days.
It is a slightly different business, but at the end of the day, we're manufacturing and assembling product.
But even as the president announces big numbers and showed off a new rapid coronavirus test from Abbott, a lack of test kits remains a problem in other parts of the country. In a call with governors, first reported by the New York Times and confirmed by NBC News, Montana's governor says without kits from the CDC, his state was just 1 day away from lacking the ability to test. It all comes as Dr. Anthony Fauci says the coronavirus will likely be cyclical, with a potential return in the fall.
What we're going through now is going to be more than just lessons learned. It's going to be things that we have available to us that we did not have before.
Dr. Fauci says by the fall we should have better testing that is more widespread. Hopefully the antiviral treatments will have come further along, and even the vaccine candidates, if they're doing well in a clinical trial, it's possible they could also be used on an emergency basis. I'm Tom Costello in Maryland. Back to you.
And many people dealing with the shelter in place here in the Bay Area are now waiting for some relief from stimulus packages passed by Congress. House Representative Eric Swalwell says that even though the cost of living is extremely high here, the bill and other packages are on the way to help get people back on their feet.
It doesn't take into account the high cost of living that we have here, but there are other relief packages in place, including disaster relief for small businesses, wage subsidies to pay your employees any wages that have been lost, and then the average worker should get about 100% of their wages through the unemployment insurance that's been provided. That's still not going to be enough, but it's a start to get us through these trying times.
Representative Swalwell's office in Castro Valley is also collecting N95 masks for Bay Area healthcare workers who are battling the coronavirus. Infectious disease experts from the CDC are now assessing the coronavirus outbreak at the San Francisco Laguna Honda Hospital. Laguna Honda currently has 11 confirmed cases, which include staff, cleaning crew, and patients. But there are growing fears of a much wider outbreak. The CDC plans to advise the staff on how to manage the spread. And Mayor London Breed is already requesting more federal resources, including 30 registered nurses and more testing equipment. Scientists all over the world are trying to develop drugs that doctors can use to treat people with the virus. Some of that research is happening right here in the Bay Area. The Buck Institute for Research in Aging in Nevada is actually joining other scientists to help find a viable treatment. For the past 2 months, researchers there have been involved in studies seeking answers. Experts will use that information to hopefully develop an effective antiviral drug that can actually be used to treat patients in a few months.
We know as we age, the aging process leads to a decrease of your ability to mount an immune response.
So far, the study identified more than 300 human proteins that the coronavirus uses to multiply in the human body. As the number of coronavirus cases in New York continues to rise, thousands of healthcare workers are stepping in to help with the mounting crisis. More than 76,000 doctors, nurses, and other medical support personnel have responded to the governor's plea for volunteers. This includes medical students, doctors coming back from retirement, and more than 17,000 healthcare workers from out of state. Here's NBC's Stephanie Gosk.
This morning, a desperate plea for help from New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. I am asking healthcare professionals across the country, if you don't have a healthcare crisis in your community, please come help us in New York now. We need relief. We need relief for nurses who are working 12-hour shifts, one after the other after the other. We need relief for doctors. We need relief for attendants. So if you're not busy, come help us, please.
Cuomo says 76,000 volunteers have already responded to the call for help. Among those stepping forward, a dozen healthcare professionals who flew in from Atlanta to offer their services. Some of the city's top hotels are opening their doors to healthcare workers free of charge, and several airlines are offering free flights to medical staff heading to what's being described as a war zone. 29-year-old Bailey Suh is a critical care nurse. She's driving from Baltimore to New York and hopes to start working this weekend.
I want to get on the floor. I want to help the other medical professionals and take some of the burden off of them. I want to treat patients, and I just want to make a difference.
In the coming weeks, Gabrielle Mayer, a fourth-year NYU med student, will graduate early to join the fight.
I'm someone who's interested in helping people and helping patients as well as the allied healthcare professionals fighting COVID, and that made this choice a lot more straightforward for me.
Young med students stepping up and retired physicians stepping back in. Dr. Judy Salerno hasn't practiced internal medicine in 5 years.
We're not going to pull doctors out of hospital. We're going to need new people to come in and take care of patients. And I can do that, and I will.
The stakes are high. Last week, 2 nurses died in New York City after becoming infected. Photos from overseas showed the physical toll on healthcare workers. But for our country's medical heroes, this is a call to action.
I think that every medical professional wants to help out in the time of need.
Stephanie Goss reporting there. Now, Oakland's first homeless center, this is Homeless Hotels. They actually have started checking in guests. The Comfort Inn is now the site of Operation Comfort. The hotel is staffed with nurses, security, and others to provide around-the-clock care for the homeless, some of whom may be infected. The Radisson Inn next door will open tomorrow for homeless people who are over the age of 65 or who have chronic health conditions but are not infected. And more Northern California fire departments are changing their response protocol in light of the pandemic. El Dorado Hills firefighters will now wear full protective gear for any call that may be coronavirus related. Also, all vehicles and equipment will be disinfected after every call. Stanford reportedly has no plans to cave the student demands to lower its tuition in the wake of the pandemic. The Mercury News reporting that thousands of students requested a decrease. This is after classes went fully online. In a letter to students, Stanford suggests anyone upset with an online curriculum take a leave of absence this semester and re-enroll at a later date. Spring classes are expected to begin next week. New at 11 for you, how do you teach art when students and teachers are staying at home? Well, the Academy of Art shows our digital video journalist, Jonathan Bloom, how it's done.
I just love telling stories. I love drawing people. I love drawing them funny. I love drawing them seriously.
It was pretty much my dream since I was like 7. So, of course, I had to go to art school.
We're doing all of our classes digitally.
I thought we were going to have a really hard time with this.
Let's see, 5 minutes of hysterical laughter, 5 minutes of panic.
Things work better than I actually could have guessed they would.
I actually am impressed how fast they shifted to online services.
Everyone is working very hard to make this thing work for all of us.
Teaching art has always been an in-person sort of affair. Everything from demonstrations to critiques always happened in the classroom. So how does that work when all the classrooms are closed? Here at the Academy of Art, they're in the process of finding out.
This is what, 140-pound paper?
Yes, it is.
Max Pinelli is a third-year illustration student who's just been thrown a curveball.
The transition was... It was kind of strange.
Almost overnight, campus buildings were closed, cleaning crews were called in, and classes moved online.
It seems that for the foreseeable future this semester, it will be online.
That means for now, this dorm room is also a classroom.
Max, are you
The internet is fast, but not perfect.
You kind of cut out there. What was that?
Max is enduring his first fully digital art critique.
I love the design, the drawing, and the concept.
40 miles away, Chuck Pyle is teaching the class from his home studio in Petaluma.
I'm going to grab some of this blue.
Using a digital whiteboard, he draws his suggestions on top of the artwork.
Like a pattern here on his jersey.
While Max looks on.
I just want to make sure we see your hero fast enough.
It's a bit different from an analog critique class.
There'd be a long wall, and everybody would be sitting in the room with me.
But different isn't always a bad thing.
We diminished the yellow a little bit. Now notice how the fish pop out more.
In this case, it's added a new dimension to class.
It's instantaneous. I can actually give a deeper, more meaningful critique.
To watch it unfold, you'd almost think the Academy of Art was prepared for this.
In fact, I would say we were probably the most prepared.
Almost 20 years ago, the school began working to offer online classes.
We created entirely our own homegrown system.
Since then, they've amassed a library of these short instructional videos.
Begin by squeezing out some color.
Recorded by their own faculty in a studio on campus.
Look for the bead of paint or excess paint at the bottom. For a smooth wash, overlap your brush and pull the bead down the paper.
It gives instructors a head start as they try to pivot in the middle of a semester.
If we were just trying to start right now, it would be almost impossible.
In this new reality, learning the mechanics of art is the biggest question for Max.
I am wondering how that's going to go in the future.
Learning new media and materials.
Yeah, just kind of all by yourself, you know?
But it's an unusual school year.
This is a trying time for all of us.
And everyone is having to improvise.
This is all digital, right?
Yeah, because I don't have the watercolor.
With some supplies left locked up on campus, students are using what they have, but they're still learning art.
It's still picture making, it's still storytelling. It's the visual message you send and how effectively do you send it.
Moving online is easier for some programs than others. In game development, it's almost a natural fit.
Because everything we do is digital, so if they have to draw or paint, it's all in Photoshop, it's all in those programs.
But after computer labs were closed and deep cleaned, some students without their own gear were left scrambling. The Academy set up these design workstations in the dorms, spaced far apart, and gave some students equipment to take home.
Even with everything going on, we still have to do our best.
I should probably draw that bottle of Purell.
For the faculty, there are some upsides.
I sleep in a little bit more in the morning. Candidly, I don't have to commute from Sonoma County down to San Francisco.
But when the time comes, Pyle says he'll happily trade sleep for that nonverbal communication teachers rely on.
I see them on camera. I see them from here up. I can't see the fidgeting hand. I can't see the clenching.
Max says he misses his friends.
I still see some people here and there, but a lot of people have gone back home.
Still, he's looking forward to seeing them online after spring break.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
When they'll get to tackle a new project, illustrating how the world is dealing with a pandemic.
Look, it's the $10,000 bottle of hand sanitizer.
Jonathan Bloom there. Okay, so here's some good news for you. A Modesto winery is stepping up to help out with the growing need for hand sanitizer. E&J Gallo Winery is now producing that product, and the business recently delivered dozens of cases to the Stanislaus County Office for Emergency Services to help first responders and others in need. Love seeing things like that. Well, next up for you, our friends from California Live. We'll be right back.
Hello, everyone. We hope you are all doing well. Welcome to California Live. We are all still at home, just like you. And ladies, I don't know about you guys, but after I've binged all I can binge, I am now crazy. I've gone crazy. Set in. How are you guys handling this all?
I know what you mean, Danny. Yeah, for me too. So I've really been working on my breathing, inhaling and exhaling through my nose. And it's actually helped me sort of meditate and relax, a lot easier.
It's funny you bring up meditation, Malou, because I actually did that this morning with my son. I said, you know what, we're going to meditate. And he did. He sat there for 10 minutes and it's a challenge. I mean, we're trying to find ways to keep ourselves busy and my husband as well. And we're staying afloat with our son, but it can become overwhelming. So hang in there, everyone. So I actually reached out to an expert and she's going to give us some tips on ways to not go insane during these challenging times. So we're all about living your best California life, right? Well, what happens if you aren't able to fully commit to that motto if you're encouraged to stay home? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm an adventurer. I love to be out and about, and staying home has definitely been a challenge for me, one that I've accepted, but nonetheless a challenge. So if you need advice or ways to help you from pretty much going stir crazy during the next few weeks or even months, I have a mental health counselor here to help us all out. Dana, hi there, my friend.
Hi, Jess. How's it going?
I'm doing good. I'm actually doing okay. So, for those people that maybe are alone and they're isolated or, and they want to be with their friends, or maybe like myself, I have a family and sometimes all I want to do is just be alone. How do we go from our normal schedule and our normal daily lives to now being isolated? How do we refrain from going crazy?
Well, first, let's take a breath and just realize that life is not as it was before. We're having to kind of slow down and be patient with ourselves and with others. It's just a little bit of a shift in mindset. So that would be my first tip. My second tip is, there's a lot of fun ways to get connected to your friends, even if you are practicing safe social distancing. So that would be setting up a Zoom or a FaceTime happy hour, so to speak, with your friends or family. There's also a lot of great online fitness apps that you can use and utilize. Some are free. Like I know there's an app called Fitness Blender where you and your girlfriend could say, hey, let's take this class together and then chat afterwards about how it was. If you have access to Peloton or a membership to Orange Theory, I know they're offering free home workouts right now at home. Or you can, socialize that way.
Okay. So do you recommend maybe planning out these things so that you don't think about the day and being isolated? Or do you just kind of say, okay, just live the day as if nothing's changing?
Absolutely. I mean, I think it depends on who you are, but I would say more than not, setting up a schedule, routine, structure for yourself is imperative. If you can set up little tasks, small wins along the way throughout the day that you can accomplish and feel good about, I think that provides the best boost that you're looking for during this time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dana. These are all really good tips. I'm going to definitely try to focus on them and not focus on the fact that we have to stay home. I think that's the most important. And sometimes when you think about something, you're obsessing over it. And that's all I can think about now is, oh my gosh, we have to stay home, when I should just think about, oh, I need to go clean the kitchen or clean, do some laundry or do whatever things to kind of do some busy work. So
yeah, believe it or not, we all have the power to retrain the way that we think about things. So be aware of the negative thoughts like, oh my gosh, how long am I going to survive this situation? And try and reframe that to, what can I do during this time? And it can help your mood a lot.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dad.
Loved it. I'm going to definitely shift the way I think about things. So it'll definitely help out. So thank you.
So Jess, which one of those tips do you think helps you out the most? Which one did you like?
I have to say planning my days. I'm normally not a planner, but planning hourly, even sometimes down by the half hour of what we're going to do, makes it so much more manageable. And it's really been working.
Yeah, planning for sure. Definitely. And thank you all for planning your day by hanging out with us. We really appreciate you watching. As always, go to our website at nbccalive.com, send us some videos, or check us out on Instagram at nbcca live. Thank you so much for watching.
Hi, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Thanks, ladies. Well, Gary's up next with your microclimate weather forecast. Right now, let's get a look at that forecast for you. Meteorologist Carrie Hall has been tracking that. So, Carrie, another nice day for us.
Yeah, Marcus, we can't go hiking, but I do want to show you this view in Mount Diablo as we are enjoying some sunshine and as we also are seeing some beautiful weather across the Bay Area. So our temperatures have been a little bit warmer compared to yesterday. Tomorrow, maybe even slightly warmer for a few spots. As we get a live look outside in the South Bay, checking out San Jose, we're seeing those clouds that were here earlier now moving out of the way. But if you have pollen and you're allergic to a tree pollen right now, if you have allergies, well, they may really be bothered at this point because we do have a high amount of tree pollen, mostly oak trees that are really blooming right now. And so as we check out our high temperatures for today, we're looking at some upper 60s in the South Bay, even up to 70 degrees in parts of the East Bay. Now, it will be a little bit cooler in the North Bay thanks to some more clouds moving in and also the possibility of some spotty showers farther to the north, but that rain is staying to the north of us, so it's just going to push down some slightly cooler temperatures for some of those areas in the North Bay. But overall, we are going to continue on with some dry conditions. You can see that 7-day forecast at the bottom of the screen showing that we will continue to warm up going into the end of the week, but then a cooler weekend ahead. So here's what's going to happen. We're dry and also warm, but then going into the weekend, a new storm system will come in. This will bring in some scattered showers on Saturday as well as Sunday. It may also continue into Monday as well. So we do have a soggy weekend and much cooler temperatures that will be arriving with this cold front and the chance of rain. Our rainfall totals look pretty good here, anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain, maybe even over an inch for parts of the North Bay. That's where those rainfall totals will be the highest. And our 7-day forecast shows that we will see those temperatures inland reaching into the low 70s and some upper 60s by the end of the week. As we go into the weekend, we're looking at spotty showers, highs up to only 59 degrees on Sunday. And for San Francisco, we have some 60s in the forecast through the end of the week. But as that rain comes in, it will be cooling off. We'll have another look at weather and some more news coming up for you after the break.
Well, something good coming out of Southern California for you this midday to help overcome the shortage of protective equipment for healthcare workers. Neighbors in San Diego's Script Ranch are using 3D printers to make hundreds of face shields. Those printers work around the clock to create the headbands for the shields. Then the volunteers attach the plastic cover. So far, that group has given more than 300 face shields to hospitals across the country. Pretty cool there. All right, another thing that's pretty cool, the forecast that we've been getting.
Yeah, we have some sunshine in the forecast today, reaching into the low 70s. But as we go into the weekend, we're going to see that rain returning. And of course, I'll be tracking that with all of those updates. Marcus, enjoy the sunshine and your takeout later today.
All right, thank you. You do the same, Carrie. Well, thanks so much for joining us for our midday newscast. Our next newscast coming up for you at 5 o'clock. You can also get the latest information anytime at NBCBayArea.com. Don't forget our COVID-19 special coming up for you at 7 o'clock tonight as well. Well, we'll see you back here tomorrow morning, starting bright and early, or dark and early, I should say, for Today in the Bay, starting at 4:30. Until then, have a great day.